Hi guys, it's Hinda and welcome to Cooking Fantasies. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how to make the best and easiest to make dinner rolls filled with cheese and herbs. They are so delicious, you're going to have to try them very soon. So today's video is a very special one for me because this will be my very first recipe that's not really sweet, which I'm sharing with you, and I wanted it to be something really special. They are so fluffy, so soft, and still just as soft the next day. But the special thing about them is, besides the fact that the dough is already nice and soft, we're going to be baking them in a sauce, and thanks to this sauce they're going to be even more rich in taste and even softer with a cotton-like texture, and still having this cheese and the herbs inside. They are really special. I hope you enjoy the recipe and I hope you will be trying very soon. For the ingredients, we're going to need about 650 grams all-purpose flour, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 200 milliliters milk, 200 milliliters water, 80 milliliters vegetable oil, 2 tablespoons active dry yeast, and 1.5 tablespoons of sugar. Of course, all the ingredients you're going to find down in the description box in both grams and cups measurements. So let's get started. And we're going to start by first kind of activating the yeast. So mix the yeast with the sugar, the milk, and the water. Both the milk and water should be a little bit above room temperature. If your milk is too cold, just heat your water a little bit and cover everything and allow it to sit for 15 minutes. I'm going to be mixing the dough with my hands. If you are using a kneading machine, just go ahead and start mixing everything together already in your kneading machine bowl. You know it's ready when the yeast starts getting kind of bubbly. Now we're going to add the rest of the ingredients, which is first the oil, then the flour and the salt. And as I said, you can mix either with your hands or use a kneading machine. Start by adding about the half of the flour, work it out a little bit with the rest of the ingredients, then add the rest of it with the salt. You don't need to knead the dough for a long time. 2 to 3 minutes are enough, or as soon as it stops sticking to the hands, it means it's already enough. So we're gonna cover it and allow it to rise in a not cold place for a maximum of 30 minutes to 45 minutes. For the filling, it's gonna be really simple. I will be using some feta cheese, dry oregano, fresh parsley, and some basil. So if you're using feta, you have to rinse it from the extra salt, then tap it dry and crumble it using just your hands before you add in the ingredients or the herbs you prefer. As I said, I used here oregano, parsley, and basil, but this is a personal choice. You can use whatever you prefer, and you can actually go ahead and use whatever filling you prefer. But I find this one really easy to put together and it tastes amazing. As you can see, my dough has risen to at least the double. That's nice, that's how you want it to be. And then I'm gonna gently transfer it into my working surface while degazing it or getting rid of some of the gas that has developed while rising. If you want, you can add some flour to your working surface so that it doesn't stick, and then it's easier to work with. Don't hesitate to dust with flour as needed, and if you prefer to, you can use a scale to make the rolls more even or just equal. Time to start filling our rolls. So we're gonna take one roll at a time and flatten it, going from the center outwards. You do want to make sure that the sides are a little bit thinner than the center, and put about 1 tablespoon of the cheese filling in the middle and close the bowl as you see in the video. One easy way to do this is put the dough in your palm. Place the filling in the center and push the sides together and make sure they are well sealed for the cheese not to run out while baking, and then roll it out to kind of even it. Another way to do it is to work directly on your working surface, and you can also use a roller pin to make it easier and faster if you prefer to. Place the filling in the center and close the ball while always working on the surface place. And then again, roll it between your palms to make sure it's well sealed and even. allow the rolls to rest for about 10 minutes and let's make the sauce. For which we're gonna need about 200 grams sour cream, 1 egg, and 30 milliliters of milk. Mix everything together till well combined. You can also use an electric mixer for this. Don't forget to add a pinch of salt that I forgot to mention in my ingredients. And once everything is well combined, we're gonna just pour it over the rolls. If you like your dinner rolls garlicky and you love garlic like me, you can add 1 clove of garlic, freshly grated, to the sauce before you pour it over the rolls. And then we're gonna brush rolls with some egg wash before popping them in the oven that should be preheated to 170 degrees Celsius. That's 338 degrees Fahrenheit. And they're gonna need about 25 to 30 minutes depending on how big you made the rolls. Before popping my rolls in the oven, I sprinkle them with some sesame because they do add to the flavor and because why not. And I also sprinkled with some chia seeds. What you can use instead is the poppy seeds because I like this black contrast with all the white and yellow color of the rolls. And take them out of the oven once thoroughly baked and golden brown from the top, and you can enjoy them right away. And as you can see, the rolls have absorbed all the sauce while baking, which dramatically improves the taste and the texture. The taste is really amazing, so go ahead, try this recipe. I'm sure you will love it. I thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, please give it a thumbs up. I'm always happy to read your comments. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more recipes and see you soon with a new video. Happy baking!